Hello, everyone. How we doing tonight? Hopefully, everyone's doing great. Had a great weekend, managed to charge back, get ready for this packed trading week that we have. Can I get a quick confirmation in chat that you guys can hear and see my screen? Awesome. Awesome. Well, as I said, hopefully you guys had a great weekend. Definitely going to have a packed week. How I'm going to be trading, I'm going to be trading every single day. Going to be half risk. I actually made a mistake in the announcement. I'm going to be half risk only on Tuesday. So I'm going to be trading full risk every single day this week, except for Tuesday, which will be half risk. As per how I engage with news, of course, that's all public, and you can find it if you head over to the projects section of this Discord, you can see the Rice trading model, and in there you'll find a thread about how I engage specifically based on the economic calendar, right? So I'm always going to be waiting for high impact news events, and I'm going to be trading after those high impact news events. FOMC, I'm going to be waiting after FOMC. All the other days, I'll pretty much be trading at 9:30, except for Monday, where we have a high impact news, PMI, 9:45. I'll be waiting for 10 a.m. open to engage with price. So I did want to do a little, I did want us to revisit very quickly the news events this week, since we have so many news. So definitely important to see that. Now, if we jump on price, we're in pretty diverging places, right? We seem to be forming a swing point on NASDAQ, right? We just took out on Friday a daily liquidity, right? A daily swing high. And there is SMT at this area. If I just, let's have something so we can visualize it quite easily. There is SMT right here. Let's see it. And sorry about that, guys. Right here. So it's candle to candle. Since on ES we did not form a swing point at the second swing, we formed a swing low actually. So all we have to understand from this is there is a lot of divergence. But if we want perhaps more key levels that we're going to be using for SMT, they're going to be these two swing points, right? But just overall, what do we know? We have divergence. When does divergence occur? At reversals, right? But as I always say, I never try to predict the long-term reversals. I'm not going to try and predict the moves to these lows and whatnot. I'm going to adjust to price, and when it tells me it's ready to go down, then I'm going to start shorting. So same thing, we're trading at all-time highs, going to keep looking for longs. Every move lower will be framed as a retracement, and we seem to be heading to having divergence at this level, right? So if I just plot this X right here, you'll see this swing point is this swing point on NASDAQ. So best case scenario, what do I want to see? Well, I want to see a full retracement to a discount. What range? Well, could be the big range or the smaller range, right? So smaller range, I'm referring to the previous week. The big range, I'm referring to the previous 2 and 3 weeks approximately, right? Because I'm looking for swing points to swing points. So this is my most recent range, my most recent expansion, and this is my longer term expansion, right? This is the big range that would go all the way here. Let's just say we're trying to be precise. Now on ES, same thing. We're already trading at the low of this range though, so I'm not going to be too interested in this. I'm going to be more interested in this range as our recent range, right? And that is the same equivalent range as we see here. I haven't discussed it actually recently. So let's bring an indicator out here. Let's use ICT IPDA look back. That one. Looking at this, and let's actually change the colors so we can perhaps see something. I really don't like the default colors here. And let's do 5%. All right. We're seeing these ranges. These are 20-day look back, 40-day look back, 60-day look back. We're looking at the absolute high and low. What do we see? Well, okay, premium and discount of the 20-day ranges here. What if we bring that indicator over to ES, right? To our other indices futures. We see the same ranges, right? IPD of 20, IPD of 40, 60. But what we're looking for is SMT to form at key levels within that range. So for example, here, that IPD of 20, we could see a bearish week that goes all the way down here for ES, while NASDAQ will look a little something more like this, right? Returning to where? The first discount and efficiency of our range. Right? If we look at it, our big range, of course, because if we're looking at our small range, we're not expecting a retracement past this order block, right? But that's where we could see divergence. So as explained, I'm looking for a retracement lower for then a continuation higher. With all the news we have, I'm expecting a classic week. What does that mean? An extreme will be formed very early in the week and the other one very late. I'm going to expect a trending week. Right? Kind of like if we look right here, right? Monday formed the low, expanded all the way to Friday, which formed the high. It could be a bearish week, it could be a bullish week, but I'm going to expect a classic week. So if we start going up, I'm just going to keep going along. I'm not going to expect some deep retracements. I'm going to look for short-term retracements into nearby arrays, right? Nearby inefficiencies to then look for continuations. But due to the SMT, the current price, right, how we took out liquidity here with divergence, I'm going to be looking for a retracement lower first. So perhaps we could see a Monday low of week forming SMT at this level, right? So NASDAQ would not take out this level. We would just retrace into the range, perhaps not even reaching this order block, just tapping back into that wick, right? Trading back below here. And then looking for a continuation higher, while of course, as just stated, ES would trade lower and then continue higher here. That's definitely what I'm going to be prioritizing as an idea. But we always have to keep the idea in mind also that when we have higher time frame SMT is when we reverse, right? This is an early indication of a reversal. So I'm not going to try and predict a reversal, but I'm going to be ready for it. So let me actually remove that look back indicator very quickly. If we look right here, we could see some form of reversal where we would continue lower, and then ES is very weak for a little bit now. That is trying to go down. Same with NASDAQ has been trying to go down for a while now. So we could see some form of retracements, which of course for first target would be this discount order block, then it would be this discount fair value gap, right? Daily fair value gap right here. And then perhaps if we keep expanding lower, I'm going to have some more downside objectives. So I'm staying open to the idea of a bearish week, but taking into context, I would wait more so until the end of December for a move lower. So this week we could have a final push higher. Then we have the holidays, right? Afterwards, it's going to be slow. It's not going to have a lot of volume. Who wants to be trading during the holidays? And please don't tell me you guys want to, okay? That's your addiction of the chart speaking. That's not you as a successful trader, right? You want to take some time off, right? You've earned it. It's the holidays, spend some time with the family. So markets, I expect to be very low volume, very low volatility at that point in time. So I'm definitely going to be looking for something perhaps first week of January or maybe last week of December just to push us down, and perhaps we can have a bearish open in the year, right? Because we have a lot of engineered liquidity. So if we're speaking more, right, it's coming to the end of the year. We had a great year going higher. Well, if we're looking for a bullish year, we're going to need some form of open low to go take out these levels, right? So this is still a multiple thousand handle move, right? We're looking at what, 2,000 or 3,000 handles? Yeah, approximately, right? So I'm expecting a pretty aggressive open low if we are to have a bullish year. But if our year open highs, I'm going to expect some sort of huge move lower because these levels cannot stay open. I refuse to believe that they can stay open. As I said, it does not matter to us, right? Even these levels right here. It does not matter to us whether these levels are met or not, but I'd like to see them taken out to be more comfortable with taking highs, right? Going long on the long term. Also, something important to point out, and let's just say I actually remove all of these doodles. MicroStrategies has just been added to the NASDAQ. Okay, so we have a new stock added to our Indices futures. that's going to be a lot of added volume and probably is going to be related to some sort of pop, right? So it's an additional confluence that this week we probably are going higher. There's a lot of bullish news in the markets right now. We're looking close to New Year, and it's not bullshit when people say we're looking at a Christmas rally, Santa's rally. So we oftentimes pump very aggressively. If you have access to the right statistics app, you already know what you're looking for in terms of ranges this week, but definitely looking for upside more than downside. But the perfect setup would form with SMT at this low, right? Which would look something like this on NASDAQ. It could drive deeper, right? Form like a late Tuesday low of week. But definitely going to be looking for something more aggressive on NASDAQ to the upside, forming SMT, while ES, of course, takes out that level right here and will lead us to higher prices once again, probably not even going to go take out any more highs, right? Whenever we form SMT at highs, this is just a clear confluence that we are getting ready to reverse or at least retrace, right? You can see it in the past, right? If we look right here, every time there was a retracement, what do we see? Oh, well, here there's SMT. And there we go. And yes, of course, on NASDAQ, that does not display a sum. Why? Because we were consolidating. High resistance retracement. But on ES, it did form the retracement. And even on NASDAQ, it did. It just later, right? That wasn't the absolute high. Once again, here, I believe we had SMT. It might have been, yeah, candle to candle SMT. So I'm seeing here, I'll draw it so that you guys can know what I'm talking about. But when I'm talking about candle to candle SMT, well, I went over it pretty in depth in the CPI price action review from last week. So I would definitely recommend you guys go watch that the one that was hosted in the 2 Degrees Discord. Definitely a great stream there. A lot of value was shared. But looking at candle to candle SMT is just slower time frame SMT. Right, so in the 4 hour, that's probably swing high to swing high. But there's divergence that form retracements is what I am trying to say here. And you know what? Even at that additional swing point, there was other SMT. Right, pretty recent price action here. But you can look past, and SMT on the daily is just an early indication of a reversal. So if we form a swing point here, which means that we start expanding lower, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for us just dumping hard. More so going into next week and the first week of January, as I said, but definitely going to be on the lookout for that, perhaps after a Santa rally. Do we have any questions about this week's outlook? Very simple, right? These past few weeks, it's all been about just ride the wave, right? Every move lower is a retracement. Every move higher is expansion you're trying to get on. Wake up and buy NQ, if I can say it so. I don't see any questions in chat, so I'm guessing everything was all clear. Awesome. All right, well, I wish you guys a great trading week. We're going to see a lot of each other with price action reviews. I do want to say, if you did not vote yet on the most recent announcement, just below it, you'll find a little poll where you can go vote for the times that the price action reviews will be hosted this week. I will probably be doing some price action reviews at different times. I'll definitely keep you guys updated through an announcement, but definitely be on the lookout for that if you want to be joining us for 5 price action reviews this week. I'm not going to lie, there's probably going to be a day off there. There's probably going to be a day where I can't. I'm thinking Tuesday will probably not be one, since technically it is not a high probability trading day. I will still be trading it, but it is not an A+ day based on my rules. It is an A day with half risk, so probably won't be a peer review on Tuesday. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate the comment. It's always a pleasure to get in here. And see, right now we're a small audience, 6 of you right now, but that's the point, right? The point is for you guys to not have to keep coming back. Of course, you're always welcome to. But I'm doing these outlooks for, of course, transparency, to tell you guys what I'm seeing so that you can truly see my consistency. And if you've been in here for a while or just been scouring YouTube, you can tell that I know what I'm talking about. But also just to help you guys along how to use simple logic to establish a bias. And now I went pretty in depth. I'm not going to lie, that is in depth for my standards. But the truth is, you're bullish, right? So you're looking for some sort of retracement to discount with SMT telling you, all right, we're ready to go. So very simple, but I do appreciate the comment, Jake. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for all the support. I do appreciate it. You guys have a great rest of your night. Good luck trading this week, and we'll see a lot more of each other. Goodbye, guys.